Hello friends, welcome back to Cosmopolitan Cornbread. So I cannot remember if I have talked about this or not. Our life here has been a bit of a whirlwind the last couple of months, but I have had so many questions about the animals. So I thought I would just sit down and do a dedicated video about the animals because I'm getting so many questions, and like I said, I can't remember if I actually address this or not. Here at the homestead, if you are brand new to the channel, we've got animals. We have a miniature donkey, we have a miniature mule, actually technically he's a hinny, we have chickens, and we have goats. And then of course we've also got some cats and some dogs. And I have gotten so many questions about the animals, everybody wanting to know, what about the animals? Are you taking the animals with you? Absolutely. That's the short answer. We are not leaving any of the animals behind. Moving the animals will be a task, and it's going to be a bit of a process. We have really good friends in Alabama, several really good friends in Alabama. And one of the friends started keeping chickens after they'd been around our chickens for a little bit. And when we were moving, I gifted them my A-frame chicken coop that I had built. I have a video all about that, how I made it. I've got the plans for how to make one on my website and all of that. And when we were moving, we gifted it to them, and they took it over there to their house and began using it for their chickens. Well, they got too many chickens now and they don't use that coop anymore, but it's still a great coop. And so when we go back to Alabama, they're giving it back to us. So I don't have to build a chicken coop anytime soon. And I apologize if you hear some squeaking noises downstairs. Gravy's playing with one of her toys. She loves the noisy toys. So when we go back, I'll have a chicken coop right away that I can use. Actually, I'll have two, because there is a small chicken coop there at the new Alabama homestead. Now, I don't know that I'll be able to use it for very long because it is kind of small, but I could use it if I needed to. And down the road, I may use it for some bantams later on, just in case we can't get the A-frame coop moved to our new house right away. And you can hear, I'm sure you can hear Gravy's toys down there making all that ruckus. Anyway, so like I said, it's going to be a process. Now, they have the chicken coop, and so they actually offered to watch all of our animals for us while we're in the process of moving. So we took them up on the offer of watching the chickens, since they actually have the coop there, and they wanted to use the bucks to clear some brush around their property. So the bucks and the chickens are going to go to their house. Now we have another friend another couple who also offered to watch all of the animals for us. They just bought their very first forever home, and the husband apparently has always wanted a donkey and goats and chickens, much to the shock of his wife, who had no idea. So he is crazy anxious to animal sit all the animals for us, and keeps asking, when are they bringing them? When are they bringing them? So they are going to watch the miniature donkey and hinny and the other goats at their place, because they have a beautiful barn with all the different stalls. They've got separate pastures that are fully fenced with good fencing that'll hold a goat. And so because I can't take all these animals on the same trip, I'm going to do one trip with the bucks and the chickens and take them to the one friend. I ordered electric poultry fencing and electric goat fencing, chargers, grounding rods, all that stuff, and I had it shipped straight to their house, so they've already got it. They can have it set up and ready. And I'll take the bucks and the chickens to their house, come back with our trailer, and then in another trip, I will take Sophie and Amos, and I will take the other goats to the other friend's house. That way I'm not dragging animals all over the place, going to different houses and all of that. Plus I'm keeping them all separate from each other as we're traveling, because we've only got the one animal trailer. It's a good sized trailer, it's a horse trailer, and it's divided into 2 sections. So we can put, in the first trip, we can put the bucks in the back, the chickens in the front, everybody will be safe. And then on the second trip, we can put the goats in the front and Sophie and Amos in the back part, and they'll be safe and separated and all contained on their trip. So that is the plan for them. The dogs and the cats will of course all go with us. They will go when we actually go to live in Alabama. We are still going back and forth. We've both gone on different trips, just taking loads of things, working on things, getting like internet set up, and you know, just all the things that have to happen when you're moving in general. So it's going to be a process, but we are looking, we can see the light at the end of the tunnel. All of the projects that we had planned for this house that we wanted done before it goes on the market are nearing the end. It's probably just a couple weeks away before it will be ready, and then we'll be figuring out the logistics of the final move with a great big U-Haul and 2 trucks. So it'll be a challenge for that, but we will figure it out. We have some ideas in mind of how we can manage to do this, but we'll figure it out for sure when the time comes. So yes, all of the animals are going to go. Nobody's being left behind. So all of our animals are kind of like pets, to be honest with you. Pets that provide and earn their keep for the most part. The goats keep down the brush. The chickens provide the eggs. Sophie and Amos, until we moved here, provided all of the compost for the garden. I stopped using their manure as compost when I had the issue of the glyphosate contamination that went through them, concentrated in the manure, was contaminating the compost, and completely killed the garden. Once we get moved, and they'll be on pasture a good bit, and I'll be able to test what hay we do purchase, then they will most likely begin providing all the compost again for the garden. So they're pets who earn their keep, is how we look at it. So with that, y'all, I just wanted to share a dedicated video about the animals since I've had so many questions. Yes, all the animals are coming with us, and it'll be a process like everything else when it comes to moving an entire homestead. So with that, y'all, I'm going to get back to work. So God bless, and I'll talk to y'all next time.